2-1 win. Had to come from behind to do it though. Are you pleased with the reaction in the second half?
Yeah, of course, naturally. Pleased that we were 1-0, not pleased we were 1-0 down, but that we were 1-0 down and reacted really well. We had a good chat at half time about one or two things, and because I actually, both Byrne and I said at half time, we didn't feel we played that bad first half. The one thing that was causing us a problem was the straight ball into the big fella, Hibbert, who was an handful all day, and then Lee Hughes' movement was phenomenal for a lad who's 40-year-old. I think they're as good as you're going to play against as a two up front all season. So I was really impressed with them. We struggled with, as I said, that straight ball, the flick on, and the movement in behind. So basic, but struggled with it a little bit. We had a chat about how we wanted to stop that at half time, and I think we worked it brilliantly with Scott and Brad just on the centre half's toes and picked up a lot more second balls, stopped the lads getting the run on us. But I thought, in terms of the way we played, we got Noxie into the game really well, who joined in and played a couple of balls into the forwards and got it back, and the same with Paddy. I think Paddy put 3 or 4 great balls in across the box in the first half. So when you look back at the game, when I watch the game back tomorrow, I think we played pretty well first half. I thought we were not necessarily hard done by being 1-0 down, but I didn't see too many signs where I was worried. Whereas in the first half last Saturday in Stalybridge, I looked at it and thought, we made a few mistakes and gave them a few chances here. Whereas today, I thought they scored a well-worked goal and a good finish, and we sort of sorted that out after the first half.
You made the one change with Rich coming in for Josh. I mean, talk about a goal to get back in the game as well from Richie. That's just magic.
Yeah, it's a great. We all know that's what Rich is capable of. He's had to wait on the sidelines. He's had injuries. We've waited. Josh has been playing his part. Been fantastic. Changed it up a little bit today because we wanted a bit more width on that side to allow, as daft as it sounds, Knox to be able to get out at right back. You probably didn't see what he did a lot in the first half, but he took the full back right inside, and that allowed Patrick to join right in and get his crosses in. So first half probably looks on the face of it that he had a bit of a quiet game, but actually he did what we asked him to do in the second half. How he started that goal, he's phenomenal. But that's what Richie Allen's all about. He's waited, he's trained really well. We said to him last weekend, it's all about how you train in the week for us to be able to pick you, and he's done that, and he's sort of rewarded us all with a goal. And as I said, after the chat at half time, I think the way we started like a train in the second half, it was definitely coming, and I thought there'd be a couple more goals for us, to be honest with you, after we got the second goal. Grady got his goal, but it wasn't to be.
You talked before about game management, game control, and I think you really saw the results of that today. Telford were trying to knock, but you just saw the second half out really well. Yeah,
we're bang on about it. We're bang on about a lot of things. That's one of the things, once you get in a lead in a game, that is very open. Because of the way Telford played, and with that ball with the 2 big fellas up front, it was important that when we had the ball that we looked after it for a decent amount of time. I thought Brad and Scott did that. They picked up second balls, which as a team last week in the first half we weren't really overly happy with it, but today we thought in the middle of the park we dominated it. We really dominated it, as I said, they're one of them sides that definitely take points off teams. Raise the game. Not raise the game, I shouldn't say that against us, but I thought they played pretty well in patches, caused us a lot of problems. Obviously they've made a couple of subs at half time, maybe destroyed them a little bit, but I think that's a massive win for us.
And particularly going into next week as well, away at Tamworth.
Yeah, sure. And as we discussed this week when I was doing my notes, that's all we're looking at. We're not looking at anything beyond that. We'll watch the videos on Tamworth and the reports that Mark, the scout, does, and training will sort of revolve around that, and obviously we're going onto a 3G pitch, so it helps that we train on there. I've always said that when you play a side who play on that, they have the advantage, especially early doors in the game. They seem to control the game for periods, so we'll work on a few things towards Tamworth, and that's all we can do. That's all we look for. We don't look beyond it. Nothing else, nobody else, and look forward to a good week in training.
Just finally, a quick update on Pooley. How's he feeling? And your thoughts on sending JJ out on loan as well?
Pooley has obviously torn his hamstring. He's picking up an injury, coming back in, doing the rehab, doing the fitness, and then sort of overcompensating on other parts of his body. Now he's pulled his hamstring. And Richie Allen's had the same problem over the last couple of years, same as Pooley. So it's looking, we don't know if it's, how serious it is, whether it be a grade 1, grade 2 tear. We're hoping it's a matter of a couple of weeks as opposed to being 5 or 6, but then we've got to get him fit again. In terms of JJ, he didn't feel he was getting the right amount of time on the pitch, and we at this moment in time couldn't promise him that time. He wanted to go out on loan, gone to Norwich near where he lives. He's happy going there, and we're more than comfortable and happy with the squad we've got, you know, to be able to deal with him good out on loan. You know, lads like Nick Horton on the bench, not had a start yet since he's come back, barring the Manchester Cup game. He's not had his start yet. Sam's on the bench. Kingy's come back into the squad, so we've got some top players in the squad. So actually, it opens a few more doors for the other lads, you know, in terms of opportunities.